Pretty good, man. You know, we're healthy, and you know, it's drawing kind of wrapping up here, and we've kind of taken some strides, man. So I'm really proud of the group.
What are the initial strides that you've seen?
You know, just obviously the guys that have transferred in. You know, they've enhanced the group. You know, they've been really humble. They've allowed themselves to be coached, and they've made us better. You know, you look at Jordan Miller just having that size in the middle. You know, guys won't be able to just run the ball downhill on us. You got a 300-pound out there that's played at, you know, at a P5 school. He helps us. And then, man, Elijah Roberts, man, he's really, man, he really came on this spring. A constant playmaker on the edge. He's big and athletic. You know, he's 6'4", 280-pound guy that can play on the edge. That really has kind of helped us with our starting group. So those guys have made us better immediately.
Braden Flowers has been nicked up, I think, as of late, but what did you see out of him?
Man, I was really pleased. I hate that his spring got cut short due to injury, man, but he's long and he's athletic, and, you know, he's what we thought he was going to be. So, you know, he was in the two deep, and he was working his butt off, so I'm very encouraged by him. So it'd be great to get him back in the fall, too. So, you know, every guy that we brought in, we were really excited about. They really did help the group.
What have you seen from some of the returning guys, DeVere, Elijah Chapman, kind of picking up where they left off a little bit?
No question, man. Those guys have approached it like pros, man. They work really hard. They're leaders. You know what you're gonna get from those guys. They got a lot of mileage on their body, so you know we wanted to be smart with them this spring. We wanted them guys to be sharp and enhance what they were doing, but keep those guys fresh for the season. So anytime you got, you know, guys that are returning and have experience, man, it makes your group that much better.
I know when you're a first-year coach, it's kind of also about learning your personnel and what they could, what they can be improved on. Now with those two guys in particular, now that you're going to year two with them, are you kind of like saying, hey, I want to challenge you to do this
absolutely,
thing, take another step?
Yeah, we've talked, and you know, you challenge these guys. You know, if they want to play after this is what has to happen. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. You know, we've got several challenges in front of those guys, but they've been awesome, man. They've worked their butt off, and you know you don't see the stuff that they do in the winter, and you know the things that they do in that locker room, but that's been huge. And any place you've been where the senior leadership is strong, you know you have a chance to win.
Nelson Paul and Isaiah Smith seem to be taking all those reps at that. I think it's the bandit spot. I mean,
yes.
What have you seen from them, and what do you want out of them next?
Man, Nelly, man, I really think Nelly can have a big year. He's a guy that can win one-on-ones. He's a guy that's strong enough to hold a run. You know, Isaiah Smith, man, he's a warrior, man. He's a guy that plays really hard all the time. You know, everything he did last year was cute. Now we expect it, and he's long and athletic. He's put some weight on his body, so we're expecting big things from those guys. We're expecting those guys to be able to win one-on-ones consistently.
Earlier in the spring, Casey Woods was enjoying the idea of having Elijah Chapman in the offensive backfield a little bit.
I did enjoy it. He was, you know, he's one of them guys, man. He's physical, man, and for him to be able to help us on both sides of the ball, it's just a tribute to how hard he works and his athleticism. But I didn't enjoy it when he was coming down and smashing my DN. So, but he man, it's really awesome for him to be able to, you know, get reps on both sides of the ball and be humble about it and make us better on both sides.
You didn't have any objection or concern about stretching him too thin?
I did, but, you know, I think it helps us on the offensive side of the ball. And like I said, he makes us better. And we won't see a fullback like that, you know, versus anybody we play. So that's really been helpful for us.
Kyle Cooper said that Elijah Roberts was kind of coming in with a chip on his shoulder. You know, what have you kind of seen in that regard? Have you seen him motivated?
Oh, he's very motivated. Very, first one on the field, you know, always up in the office trying to get extra. For a guy that came from Miami, that was very humble. Hey, coach, teach, you know, coach me. And, you know, when he came, you know, you see 6'4", 280, I almost thought he was like a 3-technique combo guy, but what he's shown is that he can play on the edge and he can be very effective. You know, he's elevated our group and there's some, you know, he really plugged the hole for us right there. You know, we played young guys last year and, you know, no one really just kind of pulled away, whereas from day one, this guy cemented that he's the guy. So very, very, you know, encouraged by that.
What is it like having some versatility kind of up front that Jordan Miller allows with those other spots and rotating?
So you know, last year we tried to, you know, with Jordan here, it allows us to play, move 40 around a little bit more, you know, 96 a little bit more around, and it's been pretty good, you know. big athletic guy. He can do all the nasty work for you. And, he's built to do it. He's built to do it, and he enjoys doing it. So that's been awesome to see those guys work their butt off like that. And it's just hard to find those type of frames like that, particularly at this level. And, man, we're really excited we got them.
When you get that kind of size with Jordan in the middle, with Elijah Roberts on the end, how much does that change what the linebackers behind them can do?
Yeah, so me and Mo work together hand in hand. So, we want to make their jobs easier. We don't want guys working up to the next level untouched. So it goes hand in hand. When you got length like that, it's just you would hope that, there's going to be more production. There's going to be more plays, when guys getting off blocks and reaching out, you're a little bit longer. So that maybe there's more plays that you run into.
David Abiara seems, when you look at him, he sticks out. He's big dude. Yeah. What have you seen from him?
He's working, man. He's working. He's. I think year 2 he's a little bit more comfortable in the system, and he's taking some strides. So I mean, a dude with them type of arms and that length, man, we gotta find a way to get him on the field more blank.
Did you maybe challenge this group? I know you were a little thin, especially some injuries towards the end of the season, but kind of challenge this group. You mentioned winning one-on-one matchups a few times.
Absolutely.
Just to kind of cement some things up front to make it easier for
absolutely. I mean, every year you go back, you watch the tape, and you're your hardest critic. You want to be stouter versus the run. You want to win more one-on-ones. Those numbers are attached to up front. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whatever the case may be, it's attached to you. So, we take full responsibility for that, and we want to be better. We want to be the tip of the spear. It starts up front. If you're going to go, accomplish the things that we set out to accomplish, you got to have a D-line that can affect the quarterback and stop the run.
How expansive do you envision the rotation being?
Just kind of, it's still kind of undetermined. Ideally, I would love to have 7-8 guys. When you start talking about all 4 spots, I would say really you want to have about 9 or 10 guys that can go into a game, run your defense, and there's no drop-off. I mean, you can have bodies, but having bodies and depth is 2 different things. When you got guys that can go in a game and there's no drop-off, then you have real depth. And, right now I would say, we still, there's still a piece or 2 that we can add and be better. So, that's what we got to go do. So we will.
You're bringing in Kevin and Day this summer, and obviously still trying to add a piece or 2. What would those 2 and then maybe a potential add or 2 give you in terms of just options up front?
Oh, man, it'll be awesome, man. It'll just, what you want is when you roll guys, you want them to go in there and be attacking, running the defense, playing smart football, screening to the football. It would just allow there not to be as much drop-off when you make a rotation. And those 2 guys you name are really talented players. So we're excited to get them here and help develop those guys and the guys who can go out on Saturday and make us better.
Might have a starting D-line with 3 single-digit numbers.
Yeah.
Is that a little bit of a target when you got a big D-lineman with a single digit?
That's some things, we started doing that my last place, and kind of brought that here. I'm like, if you're a freak, if you're a dude, you can put that jersey on. So it's kind of, hopefully it's something where those guys play well, and then the guys that we recruit are, hey, coach, I want to see, you know what I mean? So me and Ricky will be battling over who to hand those single digits to. But if they perform and it's pretty good, then you want to keep doing it. So we'll see.